hardly have any bars up here. So, welcome to day 5 of the Inner Glow Up. I'm Aisha, founder of Multidimensional U, and Artemisia, come here, and I have just spent the morning. Where did we spend the morning?
With the wolves.
With the wolves. Got to go in their enclosure.
Yep.
And Kenai is an older male, he's 12, and that was my favorite part of the tour. He looked us straight in the eyes for like 10 seconds and did a soul check. And we got to play with foxes too and give treats and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So that is the location today.
Yeah.
Yay! So welcome. As I said, we're at a wolf sanctuary and just got to spend an hour with foxes and wolves in their enclosures, petting them, playing with them, getting a beautiful soul gaze from the amazing Kenai here. And before I came here, I decided to check into the original couple, the bonded pair that established the sanctuary. And I asked, why am I feeling so called to come here today? And it was for playfulness. Surprise, surprise, right? Among other things. So that's where I am today. We are with the wolves for day 5 of the Inner Glow Up. Let me know where you're joining from on the planet. And hopefully at some point you might be able to get to hear the wolves howl. I started a little early today because we are expecting a bunch of people to arrive for a tour. So you'll hear some driving in the background because I'm in a parking lot, but just try to ignore that, especially once we go into the meditation portion, and just follow along. And maybe we can invite the wolves to all start howling. We'll see what happens. Okay? All right, so 2 hands over the heart. I wore my rose quartz today. 2 hands over the heart, gently press. To begin releasing oxytocin, bring yourself fully into your body. Drop out of the mind and into the heart. And there's a lot that wants to clear from the throat today, from self-expression. All the ways in which we don't say what we feel, we don't say what we mean, we don't say our truth. There we go. That's all starting to clear. I feel like the wolves are supporting us. There's no pretense there. Yeah, Raven is showing up as well. As we begin to clear out the throat center today, even more is clearing from the lower back and the root as well. And feel the anxious energy, the mental energy, the tension. Just let that melt away as you drop further down, now down into the root, the base of your spine. Ground into the earth. Send a beautiful grounding cord of light down into the center, the crystalline heart of earth. There we go. We're going to draw upon day 3's meditation where we connected in and merged with the land all around us. We're merging in with the wolves, the foxes, that border collie that's barking, the trees, the sky, the air itself. And allow yourself to feel gently held. And let go of all else. So I'm being invited very specifically to help deconstruct lone wolf here. Stay connected in the meditation. All the wolves at this sanctuary are bonded pairs. There's only one lone wolf who lost his mate a little while ago, and he is still in mourning. So this is just a moment for any and all of us who've been in lone wolf construct, hyper-independence, there we go, to really release this. I'm feeling it release from the base of my spine. Yeah. This doesn't mean that we aren't completely inner source, but remember, being inner sourced means we are in a unity field. We're back at source, the whole, in a unity field and able to receive from the unity, like the diversity in the unity of others. Not that we're hyper independent doing it all ourselves. That's a distortion. So as we release lone wolf, which is it's not viable, That is not a sustainable way to live. Hyper independent, have to do this all myself. I'm not supported, no one cares. Any and all of those woundings. I have to do it this way or I won't receive love. I can't be myself. Ooh, yeah, there we go. There's a lot clearing on that one. Let all of that clear out of your field. There's like a dam is being let loose. I can feel all of this leaving everyone's field, whether you're live or on the replay. For those of you who've just joined, I'm at a wolf sanctuary and I got to spend the morning with the wolves, petting them, feeding them, getting soul gazes and kisses. And we're just deconstructing lone wolf, which is a myth. There we go. There's a lot leaving from the feet. And we're making space and room for more support in our field. There we go. When we're filling it up with stories and defenses and fortifying, right? Projecting all of our self-rejection before we even experience it. There's no room. There's no room for support. If you're single, there's no room for a mate. There we go. More is clearing from the feet, interestingly, today. Clearing out lone wolf so support can come in, especially if you're looking for a relationship. That's what I'm being shown. Oh, there we go. Tons from the solar plexus as well now. From the sacral chakra, that's not surprising. Second chakra, oh, that's really clearing. And the root again. As all of this clears, these are what I'm being shown and told. These are distortions based in our inheritance, social inheritance, the distortion in the programming related to roles. There we go, even more clearing out. Yeah, ooh, like martyr. I have to sacrifice myself, be all entangled in a mesh, like all of that's clearing out. Yeah, and this is interestingly, as that continues to clear out in the second chakra, the throat center is opening up. So our voice our truth, be in our truth, not saying things because we think they will please others and keep others loving us, but clearing it all out. For some of you, I'm being told you're going to feel dizzy, nauseous. This is a really deep purge, really deep one. Wow, yeah. And my apologies, I started early. I'm at a wolf sanctuary. There's a tour that's about to begin, so I thought let's go ahead before all the traffic comes. So you can definitely go back and do the replay if you're just joining now. We're deconstructing lone wolf with the amazing wolf energy here that I got to spend the morning with, and making room for support and for life mates. So for those of you interested in that, it's clearing. I have never felt so much clearing from the second chakra. And now when I think about it, I haven't really focused there in a lot of the work I've been called to do. It's usually solar plexus, heart, throat, but not from the second chakra. And it's, for women, we have, the reproductive system there and the womb space. There's just a lot clearing, a lot that's been come down the line. I'm hearing old programs and distortions of like relationship means sacrifice, self-sacrifice, that's clearing big time, and this is all opening up. We're going to be patient with this. There's a lot here. I can't be myself in relationship is the biggest one I'm hearing. I have to contort. Ooh, yeah, that's clearing all sorts of stuff. Shoulders, upper back, clavicle, there we go. Nobody would love me for just me. Whew. Let it all clear. Yeah, there we go. The lower back. Trading relationship for security. Yeah. Lower back clearing out. Yep. We don't have to transact in relationships. That's what we're doing. We're clearing all this out, bringing ourselves, we're starting to move into a higher harmonic. So we're going to shift our vibrational coordinates for the body, remind the body it is love, always has been. It doesn't need to prove itself or perform for love because it is love. There we go. As all that clears out, the idea here, see, is then what reflects in the outer world to us is a version of ourselves. So beautiful. Match, make a match, make me a match, right? This is multidimensional matchmaking from your own multidimensional structure. And for those of you in relationship, I'm being shown it invokes and invites the next level in your mate. So it helps like move the whole family system. Not forcing, pushing because you're judging it as being wrong. It's just an invitation. I'm being shown like you're climbing a mountain and you got there first and you're reaching a hand down saying like, the view's amazing up here. And they're like, really? I think I can get up there too. And then it's easier because you've done it and you're there. Yeah, there you go. I just felt everyone's kind of like all of your different collectives that you're plugged into all just moved with you. So I was on a Higher Love family call yesterday where it was pointed out that those of us with families are doing some of the biggest spiritual work, right? Because to take on all of that and alchemize it is no small thing. All right, because children are just mirrors of parents. So guess what we get to do, either consciously or unconsciously, no judgment. Yeah, there's lots around that. I feel a lot of people's pain about the way they were parented and maybe the way they have parented. I know I messed up in my own parenting. I look back, Mia and I were just cleaning some of that up this morning, and I was apologizing for some things I did when she was much younger. And so there's a lot of grief there and heartache. So we're going to let that clear as well. Let's let go of the judgment of ourselves as parents and our own parents and the people before them. There we go. Wow. That's clearing a lot. The back of the neck is clearing out. All of this is intended to change the bioenergetic structure so that the human form becomes an emanation that radiates out and invites back the reflection of what it is, which is more balance, more harmony, more wholeness, and absolutely more loving kindness, compassion. Yep. Yeah, there we go. On the feet. Wow. That is so beautiful. This is a really deep clean and deep purge on relationship and all the distortions that the body has held and the cells have been programmed with from the ancestral lines for probably thousands of years at this point. Many people entered into relationship out of just simply mere survival, and we are changing the transaction now. It's a completely different proposition because many of us are self-sustaining and we can put something together in a different harmonic. But if we haven't dealt with the relics of what we inherited in the body structure, it doesn't really matter what our outward, means are if our inner world is radiating that information and broadcasting that, right? I'm not worthy. I'm not lovable as is. Nobody will love me for me, right? That's what we just found and began to clear out. I'm being told for many of us, come back and do this 3 times because you're only going to allow yourself to clear out so much or you'll get really nauseous and dizzy, right? Yeah. So if you're just joining us, I am at a wolf sanctuary. We spend the morning with the wolves in their enclosures, petting them and feeding them, and some foxes. And so we're, Kenai especially, the spirit of Kenai, he's here. He's an older wolf who lost his mate last year. So I feel like we're also in resonance with him as well. And his mate, Squeaks, in spirit is very present. She's very excited that we're here doing this. And she's got somebody special for him, just like when we lose a mate as humans, our mate often will say, I have someone special coming for you. Oh, that's making me emotional. Yeah, there's a lot there. So I'm being asked to speak to those of you who've been alone for a while. You don't have to do it alone anymore. And everything we just did is clearing out your field. Or maybe you're with a mate that you feel like isn't a good match. Like, it doesn't matter, all of this. Yeah, the soul gaze, Kenai, he just did that. It was amazing, the consciousness there, So everyone take a deep breath. I feel like we did what needed to be done, which was a lot. If you do feel a little bit dizzy or lightheaded, drink a lot of water. You might want to take a rest, take a long, slow walk outside. Some of you, I'm being shown, are going to need to really sob a lot of grief out. It's just old energy, right? In the body, clear it out. All these stories we've had, yeah, that we had to do it alone. Lone wolf is a myth. Bonded pairs are what thrive. It was a lot. Yeah. Better out than in. You got it. And I just want to reiterate, because I'm being told Anna, wonderful to see you here. I will get back to your email. Thank you so much for writing in. Thank you. This was a lot, and it will go deeper each time you re-engage with the replay and the meditation, the clearing. So coming back 3 times, I keep swallowing, so I know that there's just more clearing here. Essentially, I am love, and so my truth is love, right? So you don't have to contort yourself for the world to love you, because you are love. This little heart of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, right? That song's coming to mind. It's like uncap your joy, uncap your love, all of it. Permission to be unapologetically yourself. You know, I'm gonna hang out just a little bit longer and explain something that I'm being prompted to share, and kind of hoping the wolves will maybe say hello. We'll see. Everyone can connect to their wolf spirit ancestors here and see if we. So here's what I'm being compelled to share. The ways in which we self-censor and muzzle ourselves or contort what we say is to avoid judgment and rejection from what we think people will think of us, right? Especially if we're like too bright and too shiny and too whatever, maybe too emotional, too real, too raw. That will always be our own judgment of ourselves projected out in the world. So we can collapse the middleman. We don't need to work out with people out there and just go inward to find. This is the work I've been doing in Shadow Alchemy with this beta testing I've been beta testing this program with some courageous clients who've been going deep into their shadow excavation, and we have been finding gold, like eureka. Ways in which, we can self-judge because we don't want to be rejected or judged. The world thinks we're crazy or stupid, right? I need to stop looking at myself through others' eyes. Thank you for sharing that. So that's a judgment. So we're gonna take the judgment off the top there, because you do feel you're self-judging yourself for that, like you're getting something wrong. And just get curious and be like, wow, I really look at myself through other people's eyes a lot. Here's the kicker though. It's not through their eyes. We think it is. That's the game we're playing. It's through our own eyes. There's some part of you that's judging another part of you for being X, Y, or Z. Too much, too little, too this, too that, whatever. And saying that's not okay. And so that's amazing, because all of that love can happen and that healing can happen within. And it's not necessarily that part won't feel still that way, like I'm not lovable like this. It's just that the rest of you can love it, right? I was just sharing with my daughter, growing up, my wounding was like, I'm a nerd, I'm a dork, I wear glasses, I'm ugly, I'm a dork, I'm a nerd. Those were like kind of just repeating things. And I kind of had a complex about it until probably somewhere in my 30s, and it started to dissolve. But the trick isn't to be like, well, I'm not a nerd, or I'm not crazy, or I'm not stupid, or I'm not any of these things. It's to love even if I am a nerd. Wonderful. What an interesting data point that we're collecting as a source fractal to take back to the whole. Right? So I hope you're all beginning to see that in addition to the powerful multidimensional and metaphysical clearing work we're doing here, there is a conceptual context and framework to really work this shadow gold system. And the goal isn't to be like, oh, I thought I was stupid, but I'm not stupid, I'm not. No, it's to say, wow, even if I'm not that intelligent, can I love that? Whoa, yeah, there's like, fill in the blank for whatever you have been working with, and I kind of felt all this energy just move. Pretty cool. All right, well, let me take a look here. I don't see Kenai. Oh wait, I do actually. I do. Here we go. There he is. Can you see him? I think I can turn this around. Yes, I can. Actually, that's not Kenai, that's a different wolf. Do you see Kenai over there? I may lose the signal, just to warn you, because I might go down to one bar, but we'll try, because he is such a special wolf. There's Mia. Do you see him? He was I'm gonna do my best to find him if we can. But I don't see him. If you see him, Mia, will you let me know? I'm amazed it's still going with such little cell. All right, well, yeah, it's probably blurry now. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me for this day 5 of the Inner Glow Up. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful day wherever you are on this planet. And again, come back and do this. You can do this 2 more times at least to finish clearing out. You know, beautiful. It's hard for me to read the chat as they come up because they dissolve so quickly. So feel free. And in fact, I'll ask you to please do leave a comment on the replay. Go back and do it maybe a second time later today or tomorrow and let me know what you experienced, or just let me know what you experienced the first time around. When you leave a comment and like the video, it will help more people find this. And I think a lot more people could really use this help in clearing out the distortion in our relationship templates on planet Earth at this time. So let's evolve. Love is the foundation. And I love you all so much. And I'll see you again tomorrow for day 6 of 7 days of Inner Glow Up. I love you all so much. Yes, Kate, wolves. Oh, she's looking at us, so we'll do that. Here we go. Hi. You want to say hi? Here, let me set this here. Sleeping. It's warm here. It's hot in Colorado, isn't it? Hi, sweetie. All right. Love you all.